Well, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. It's a time of year when I often think about what I had to be thankful for in the romance world. Number one is being thankful for the romance genre at all. I mean, you guys, like, what if the romance genre didn't exist? What would we be reading? Probably like Farewell to Arms and freaking Lord of the Flies? I mean, that's grim. Romance is a genre that lets us fantasize, it lets us relive the idea and the ideal of love over and over. And I, for one, am so grateful that it exists. Of course, related to the romance genre, the next thing I have to be thankful for are romance readers. Romance readers are crazy in a wonderful way. They read and they read and they read and they read. They can't get enough of romance novels. You guys, it's wonderful. We love that. We love that you are engaged, that you're reading our newsletters, that you are waiting for our next book, even though, look, I know most of your Kindles are freaking packed. Mine is too. Thanks a lot, BookBub. Like, we all have a zillion free and 99-cent books on our Kindle, but you still buy books, and we are so grateful. And please never stop being the wonderful readers that you are. Another thing I'm very thankful for as a writer is that we have the technology now to write pretty easily. And so, props to my laptop. I'm gonna give it a big hug. I love you. So before people had laptops, they had to write on typewriters. If you've ever written on a typewriter, and I might be aging myself, but I did take typing in high school. If you make a mistake, you have to get out this like white paper and you have to like type over your mistakes, or you can get white out, which smelled bad. Some people like the smell of it. I thought it was nasty. Now on a laptop, I'm writing away. If I don't like what I just wrote, I just push the backspace button and it disappears. Before typewriters, people had to write out every word in a book. The guy who wrote Moby Dick had to freaking write out this book with his fingers. So I know that there are a lot of authors nowadays who still write things out with their fingers. Mad props to you. You're crazy. But yeah, I personally am so grateful for laptops and word processing programs and writing programs. Thank you. Along those same technology lines, I'm grateful for ebooks. Used to be, if you wanted to put a book out, it had to be like in book form. It had to be something that you could mass produce and that masses of people would buy, or it wasn't worth publishing. It is not like that anymore. The great thing about an ebook, as opposed to having to go through gatekeepers and publishers, is that you can sit down and write a book about anything now, and it can become a published book. Alien abduction romance, people want to read about heroes with multiple dicks. They do. And now authors can write that without, some big fancy person at Penguin Publishing being like, we don't know if this will have a wide enough audience. You don't have that kind of rejection anymore. You make your nice file, you get it edited, you upload it. Next thing you know, women are getting kidnapped by aliens with 8 dicks and they're getting fucked everywhere and everyone's happy. But I think if I sit and ask myself, like, what are you most thankful for as a romance author? I would say it is the wonderful and fulfilling and encouraging and loving friendships that I have made with readers through the years. These are the people who are the first ones to review your book when it comes out. They're the first people to write to you when you're sitting at home like, is anybody reading it? Is anyone liking it? And they'll write to you and be like, I'm reading it. I love it. They're the people who comment on your Facebook posts. They're the people who like it to help you out in the algorithm. They're the people who join your Annabel's club. If you aren't a Annabel yet, you should be. Anyway, you guys, I'm so grateful for you. I love you. I thank you for being with me on this journey, which is sometimes frustrating, sometimes euphoric, and a lot of times just in between. Well, that's it. I just wanted to talk to everybody about things that I and many, many other romance authors are thankful for. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope it's a wonderful time, a time of gratitude and abundance for you. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, maybe read a romance novel and be like, yeah, this is so much better than Lord of the Flies. Because let me tell you something, I just had to read it and it's super depressing.